the Alabama Crimson Tide and Indiana Hoosiers will face off in the Rose Bowl. So we brought in Locked on Bama's Luke Robinson to preview the matchup with us. Happy holidays, my man. Believe it or not, the Crimson Tide just 5 days away from kickoff.
Yeah, I'm looking forward to it. I'm heading out there myself and can't wait. The Rose Bowl is always a great place to watch a game. Stadium could use a little work, but the scenery is unbelievable.
So let's jump a little bit into this matchup. It's one that certainly I don't think Alabama fans ever really saw coming. The Indiana Hoosiers, just from afar, what have you thought about their season, their 2025?
Yeah, I think most people kept waiting for the other shoe to drop or either shoe to drop in this case for Indiana because they're undefeated. I mean, they go to Oregon and everybody's like, this is where they'll finally take one on the chin, and they beat them up by 10. They have a tough road game with Iowa. They have to come back and win it, and some things went their way to make it look a little bit worse than it was. But going into Iowa is never easy. Then everybody just knows they're going to lose to Ohio State. Even the Vegas line seemed a little bit fishy. It was so low. And lo and behold, Indiana gets it done. So you got to give them a ton of credit. Last year, I thought they were going to be a flash in the pan. And Kirk Cignetti, he's right. I Googled him. He's pretty good.
He's like Kalen DeBoer. He's won everywhere he's been. So let's talk a little bit about the two head coaches, two guys that really did kind of start from the bottom and work their way up. Obviously, you have the NAIA ranks with DeBoer, then Fresno State, and then he gets a big Power 4 job in Washington, now at Alabama. Kurt Cignetti, he was at Indiana University of Pennsylvania, then Elon, then James Madison. I bet the first two schools not everyone in Alabama's even heard of, and now he's at Indiana. What intrigues you most about the head coaching matchup?
Well, I think you're right. It's two guys that probably come in with a bit of a chip on their shoulders. All coaches generally work their ways up. So, I mean, this is not unique necessarily, but I think these two guys do have reason to look around and feel like they've been doubted multiple times. Kurt Cignetti in particular, he's at James Madison. He gets them turned around pretty quickly. Then he goes to Indiana, and everybody's thinking, hey, why would you walk in there? I mean, everybody who goes there stays there about 3 or 4 years, and then they're fired, and they don't even get a huge buyout. Well, he's sort of changed the perception of that. And look, it's a new day and age in college football, and if you've got boosters and companies around you willing to spend the bucks, and hopefully a general manager and athletic director too, that are willing to put the money out there, you can create a pretty good football team. And that's what Indiana's done.
You have Ty Simpson on one hand, a guy who at one point was in Heisman conversation. And then it was a tough month there, man, really from LSU on. And then all of a sudden, against Oklahoma, they kind of wake up and you're like, oh, wait, yeah, there's that team that beat 4 straight ranked teams. There they are. I've seen them. And then on the other side, you have Fernando Mendoza, who just won the Heisman. What intrigues you about the quarterback matchup here in the Rose Bowl?
Well, these two quarterbacks seem a lot alike, too. I mean, the similarities right now, obviously, historically, these two teams are on the opposite ends of the spectrum. I mean, one's probably the best college football program ever, and one arguably is the worst Power 4 team ever. But, the colors are very similar, sort of small townish places that they come from. The quarterbacks both are awkwardly likable at times. I don't know another way to put it. I mean, sometimes they start talking and they start talking so fast, but you're like, I don't really know why I like him, but I like this dude. He seems like he's down to earth. Both of them, neither one of them's got a Diego Pavia or Johnny Manziel thing about him. I mean, they both just seem like really good people. And then you talked about the coaching similarity. So I think both these quarterbacks are very, very good. Both of them are going to end up drafted in the first round, I think, and I believe this year. Mendoza specifically, he'll probably end up going number 1. Statistically, though, Ty's got him beat in a lot of areas. Now, some of that may be because Indiana was up so big on somebody, or maybe Indiana's running game is so much better that they don't need as much passing yardage, however you want to phrase it. But Ty Simpson statistically is better in a lot of facets of his game. And I think Alabama's going to be able to do some things in the passing game.
I don't know if you guys on your podcast yet have made official predictions. So if you need to sort of skirt around, that's fine. But what do you feel in 5 days out in terms of who's going to win and who's going to go to the Peach Bowl?
Yeah, look, I reserve the right to change this, and I probably will in about 15 minutes. But right now, I'm going to say 24-21 Bama. I think it's going to be super exciting. I think it's going to be the best game of these 4 games that are coming up. this weekend, and I can't wait for it.
All right, Luke Robinson, Locked On Bama, says the Crimson Tide are winning and they are going to the Peach Bowl.